Stampers to week 9 of the Projects for My Fall Gala. Today we're going to make a guy birthday card. Now I've heard from many of you stampers that guy cards are one that always gives you a little bit of problems. You're never quite sure what to do. Well, being it was fall, I decided to do a little duck scene. And as you can see, I've got the cattails on there, the duck, a little bit of, instead of raffia, I just put some burlap twine on there. And then inside just stamped a verse, which is highlighted with some more cattails. Let me show you what we'll need to get started. For the project today, you're going to need a piece of dark brown cardstock, which is 5.5 by 8.5, which is folded in half. You'll need a piece of tan cardstock, which is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And you'll need a 2 3/4 inch tan square. And then for the inside, a 2 3/4 by 3/4 and a 9-inch piece of twine. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let's get some scratch paper because we're going to be stamping off on the images here. We'll need some dark brown ink. First we're going to stamp Happy Birthday in the lower right hand corner. That way we have a guide for stamping our cattails. Alright, now we can go ahead and stamp the cattails. And the thing is that the corners are going to be empty, so this is where you're really going to want to concentrate your cattails. So we're going to stamp the first one. And we'll stamp the second one. Third one. Stamp one right in there. Get some lower ones down in here. And I think I'm just going to try to stamp right over the Happy Birthday. Take a sponge and just kind of distress the edges with a little bit of brown ink, just to give it a little bit of a rustic look. And set that aside. With the cattail stamp that we had used, we are not going to re-ink this. We're just going to lightly tap it onto our scratch paper. And now I'm going to kind of lightly stamp over the words of the verse that goes inside. Do one side, and then do the other. And you get more of a shadow stamp on that. And now we'll stamp the loon. So you put your 2 3/4 inch square diagonally. And we're going to ink up the, yeah, we're just going to kind of center that on there. Perfect. Okay, now let's start assembling our card. And we will glue the verse on the inside. And just center that in there. Okay, then we're going to take the larger piece and just center that on the outside of the card. Okay, and then we have our loon, and we're going to use mounting foam to mount this. So let's put a piece of mounting foam in each corner. Okay, now we're just going to center that right on our card, like that. Okay, now we really want this loon to be able to stand out. So what we're going to use is our stipple brush, and we're just going to kind of stipple the outside edges of the card just to give it some dimension. And you can see how that's really starting to darken up here. And that loon is really starting just to pop on there. It's not getting lost. Okay. Now, we are going to take our twine, which I have knotted, and we are going to kind of just glue that right in the corner there. And I'm using super tacky glue, which is a really sticky glue for these type of embellishments. And there you go, a completed card, perfect for any guy in your life. You receive the twine, the cardstock for the inside of the card, which will be stamped. You'll have the piece for the loon, which will be stamped for you, and you'll have the main part of the card front, which will also be stamped, along with the card. If you're interested in ordering this, the cost is $1, and you can find that on my website. I'd like to thank you for watching this week's video. This is Becky Lind, and until next week, happy stamping.